Mastercam's Deburr 3-axis and Deburr 5-axis toolpaths have been game changers since they were released a few years ago. They simplify the deburring of your parts, reducing both the need for manual deburring and the time it takes to program these toolpaths. And new in Mastercam 2027 are additional Deburr enhancements to even further improve your productivity. Let's take a look. First, we have edge filtering. And this really helps when users set their edge definition to auto detect. If you recall, auto detect will detect all of the edges on your part based on the part's surfaces. And as we see here, this Deburr 3-axis toolpath gets everything, including the vertical edges and these 4 holes. Well, that might not be desirable. And to address this, we have the option to exclude edges, where we could manually select the edges we wish to skip. But let's check out the new filtering options. Let's go into edge filtering, and I'll set it to exclude both vertical edges and circular hole edges. And note the other options we have here, including the ability to filter by hole diameter. And after we regenerate the toolpath, in the Mastercam simulator, we see that we have nice, cleaned up motion without the unnecessary holes or vertical edges getting deburred. Alright, so that's a bit about our new edge filtering enhancements. Next, we have some improvements to cut direction, so let's take a look at these enhancements with a different part. We've previously had both climb and conventional options for cut direction, but new in Mastercam 2027 are the automatic and follow curve chaining options. Automatic is especially useful in cases where we're using lollipop tools to deburr undercuts, like this. In previous releases, where the automatic setting was not an option, the toolpath would be broken into multiple segments to ensure that we're respecting the climb or conventional cutting strategy that the user had chosen. With the new option, automatic, we're now prioritizing continuous toolpath motion, and will even ignore the user's chain direction, resulting in one continuous pass. Follow curve chaining, on the other hand, gives the user complete control over the direction of the cut, and the toolpath will follow exactly the direction that the user had defined when chaining the geometry. In this example here, we see that everything is chained counterclockwise. But since the direction is set to automatic, the direction of the chain is not necessarily respected. If, instead, we set it to follow curve chaining, we now see the toolpath moving in a counterclockwise direction for all of the chains following the curve chaining. This results in the user getting more control over the direction of their cuts. Similar to the various direction improvements we just discussed, we also have the option to preserve order. This feature provides users a way to select the edges they want to deburr in the order they want to machine them. Previously, users could not manually control the sort order of the various edges that were getting deburred, mainly because Mastercam could resort the chains for optimized efficiency. Preserve order will respect the order in which you selected the chains. And while we're reviewing these toolpaths, let's take a look at the new Spiralized Closed Contours option. This is useful in a scenario where you set number of cuts along edges to be greater than 1. Before we had this new functionality, the tool would make multiple passes along the edge as expected, but it often included multiple linking moves and directional changes. With Spiralized closed contours enabled, the offset passes can now be converted to a spiral, reducing linking motion and directional changes from pass to pass. And finally, new in Mastercam 2027 is the support for a backside chamfer tool. By defining a slot mill tool within Mastercam and utilizing a chamfer shape for the upper and lower corner treatment, these tool types can utilize both the top and bottom side of the tool. In the past, only the bottom of these tools were utilized, but now both the top and bottom are considered for deburring operations, significantly reducing multiple setups and programming time. Alright, well, the Deburr toolpaths have been a great addition since they were added, and this year we've continued to improve on this technology with some great enhancements. If you haven't used the Deburr toolpaths in your shop, I encourage you to check them out.